This is the fourth video in the series on the major event timeline of India, spanning from post-independence to 2024. In this video, we will explore key events that shaped the nation's history. We begin with the period 1947 to 1950, marking independence and the constitution's formation. India gained independence on August 15, 1947, accompanied by partition into India and Pakistan. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first prime minister. This era saw the start of the Cold War, influencing India's non-aligned foreign policy. Domestically, India faced high backwardness and underdevelopment, focusing on national integration in these formative years. Moving to 1948, we see two distinct events: the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi and the First Indo-Pakistan War over Kashmir, which ended with a UN-mediated ceasefire. On Jan 26, 1950, the Constitution of India came into effect, officially making India a republic. The country was initially organized into 14 states and 6 union territories. Economically, India launched its first five-year plan, focusing on agrarian reforms and rural development. Geopolitically, India maintained a non-aligned stance during the Cold War era. In contrast, Pakistan aligned closer to the United States. This difference in alignment was reflected in positions taken at the United Nations Security Council. This period was marked by global conflicts such as the Cold War, Vietnam War, and Korean War, which shaped the international landscape in which India was establishing its place. 1950s were characterized by nation building and industrialization efforts in India. In 1951, India launched its first five-year plan, focusing on agriculture and community development. The following year, 1952, saw India's first general election, with the Indian National Congress emerging victorious. A significant development in this decade was the reorganization of states. This process occurred on three bases: administrative, linguistic, and tribal. The States Reorganization Act of 1956 formally reorganized states along linguistic lines, reshaping India's internal boundaries. Also in 1956, India launched its second five-year plan. This plan, based on the Nehru-Mahalanobis model, emphasized the development of heavy industries and expansion of the public sector. These initiatives laid the foundation for India's economic and administrative structure in the following decades. The 1956 brought significant geopolitical and domestic changes to India. This decade saw the rise of communism and neo-imperialism globally. For instance, the USPL 488 program exemplified a ship-to-mouth approach in food assistance. In 1960, Maharashtra and Gujarat were formed from the former Bombay state. 2 years later, India faced the Sino-Indian War with China, shifting economic focus towards defense expenditure. Third five-year plan was also launched during this period. In 1963, saw Nagaland become a state. In 1965, the Second Indo-Pakistan War over Kashmir occurred, followed by the Tashkent Agreement. Prime Minister Shastri's unexpected death led to Indira Gandhi taking over, marking the end of the Nehru era and the rise of the syndicate and Congress. Indira Gandhi era from 1964 to 1984 began against a backdrop of domestic challenges. India faced 2 years of failed monsoons, leading to drought. This resulted in galloping inflation, food shortages, growing deficits, and high military expenditure. In response, 1966 saw the inception of the Green Revolution, significantly improving agricultural productivity. The same year, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh were carved out of Punjab. Fourth general election in 1967 resulted in a Congress win, but the party faced significant opposition, indicating a shifting political landscape. The 1970s were marked by significant geopolitical shifts and domestic turmoil in India. In 1971, the Third Indo-Pakistan War led to the creation of Bangladesh, followed by the Simla Declaration. The same year, India signed the Indo-Soviet Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation, strengthening ties with the USSR. This was in response to the US-Pakistan-China alliance. Economically, India nationalized banks and focused on poverty alleviation programs. However, the country struggled with high taxation, with marginal income tax rates reaching 93.5% for incomes over 2 lakhs. 1972 saw Meghalaya, Manipur, and Tripura granted statehood. The same year, the JP movement in Bihar called for total revolution. Total movement came in 1975 when Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declared a state of emergency, expanding civil liberties. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment granted unprecedented power to the Prime Minister. The emergency ended in 1977 when the Janata Party won the general elections, breaking Congress's dominance. By 1979, the sixth five-year plan was launched, focusing on poverty alleviation and rural development. Geopolitically, India continued to strengthen its ties with the Soviet Union throughout this decade. The 1980s saw significant political changes and the beginning of economic reforms in India. In 1980, Indira Gandhi returned to power after a brief period of Janata Party rule. Her government emphasized technological advancements and rural development. 1984 was a tumultuous year. Operation Blue Star was followed by Indira Gandhi's assassination, leading to Rajiv Gandhi becoming Prime Minister. Rajiv Gandhi's tenure from 1984 to 1989 marked a shift in economic policy. His government introduced measures to liberalize the economy and boost technology and telecommunications. On the international front, efforts were made to improve relations with the US and Western countries. In 1987, India signed the Indo-Sri Lankan Accord. The same year, Goa became a state and Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram were granted statehood. 1989 saw the formation of a coalition government led by VP Singh. A significant development during this time was the implementation of the Mandal Commission report on reservations. In 1990, the Mandal Commission's recommendation for OBC reservations were implemented, sparking widespread protests. 1990s marked a period of significant economic reforms and political changes in India. 1991 began with the tragic assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. The same year, India faced a severe balance of payments crisis, leading to the initiation of economic liberalization under Prime Minister VP Narasimha Rao and Finance Minister Manmohan Singh. Geopolitically, the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 led India to improve relations with Western countries and open up foreign investment. In 1993, India and Russia signed a new treaty of friendship and cooperation. 1992 saw the Bombay Stock Exchange rocked by the Harsha Mehta scam. From 1996 to 1998, India experienced political instability with multiple coalition government. Despite this, economic reforms continued with a focus on infrastructure development. In 1998, the Bharatiya Janata Party led NDA government came to power under Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The same year, India conducted nuclear tests in Pokhran, Operation Shakti, leading to international sanctions from the US and Western countries. It's important to note that these developments occurred against a backdrop of persistent poverty, drought, and deficit financing, highlighting the complex challenges India faced during this period of transformation. The turn of the millennium marked India's emergence as an IT hub, starting with the Y2K boom in 2000. The same year saw the formation of three new states, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, and Jharkhand. 2002 was marked by the Gujarat riots following the Godhra train incident. In 2004, the United Progressive Alliance won the general election, with Manmohan Singh becoming Prime Minister, a position he held until 2014. Key developments during the UPA era included introduction of the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2005, the Mumbai Terrorist Attack in 2008, hosting of the Commonwealth Games in Delhi in 2010, the anti-corruption movement led by Hannah Hazare in 2011. The UPA government faced challenges including corruption scandals and anti-corruption movements. The 2014 marked the beginning of the Narendra Modi era, with the Bharatiya Janata Party winning the general elections. Key initiatives under Modi's leadership include Make in India, Digital India, and Swachh Bharat. The goods and service tax was implemented in 2017. Geopolitically, India focused on strengthening ties with the US, Japan, and other major powers while asserting regional leadership in South Asia. Other significant events include the creation of Telangana as a separate state in 2014, the establishment of Niti Aayog in 2015, replacing the Planning Commission. The later half of the 2010s saw significant economic and political changes in India. In 2016, the government implemented demonetization of high-value currency notes. This was followed by the introduction of the goods and service tax in 2017. 2019 marked Prime Minister Modi's re-election with an increased mandate. A major political development that year was the abrogation of Article 370, revoking the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. The 2020s began with unprecedented challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic hit India in 2020, leading to a nationwide lockdown. The same year saw widespread farmers' protests against new agricultural laws. 2021 witnessed a massive vaccination drive against COVID-19. By 2022, India's economy showed signs of recovery with a focus on Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India. Geopolitically, this period was marked by a changing world order and the rise of China. Many of India's neighboring countries such as Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and Pakistan experienced political turmoil. The Russia-Ukraine conflict and Israel-Palestinian conflict also significantly impacted global geopolitics. In 2023, India hosted the G20 summit, emphasizing the digital economy and climate action. 2024 saw the 18th Lok Sabha elections with the significant focus on economic reforms and digital infrastructure. This year also marks a pivotal point in India's journey towards Viksit Bharat at 2047, the vision of a developed India by its centenary year of independence. Despite India's progress, several fundamental challenges persist. Basic education and literacy remain issues alongside inadequate infrastructure in transportation, power supply, and urban planning. Petty politics and communal tensions often lead to misdirection of resources. Poverty rates and rigid societal structures continue to be high. The significant challenges include bureaucratic red tape, judicial backlogs, underinvestment in research and development compared to countries like China, a big startup and innovation ecosystem, overemphasis on past glories rather than present achievements. India has also missed several key opportunities: industrial revolution and manufacturing, where China took the lead, semiconductor industry dominated by Taiwan and South Korea, diversification in agriculture beyond stable crops, automation and robotics, where Germany and Japan excel, no adaptation to internet technologies. In terms of global competitiveness, India lags behind in crucial areas like AI development. Moving forward, the need of the hour is rapid upskilling and talent encouragement. India could learn from initiatives like Singapore's Skills Future program to prepare its workforce for future challenges.